Hello people of the internet, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. I have a very important announcement before we get started, and that is, I got my lip gloss. Everything is right in the world again. When I tell you I feel naked without my mented lip gloss, I'm not joking. Everybody go get yourselves a mented. It's at Target. And probably other stores, but I get it from Target. They really should sponsor me. Like, what the fuck? Tonight's Scary Reddit is a real treat. It asks, what's the scariest experience you've ever had at a gas station or rest stop? Fun fact about myself, unless I'm like going on a road trip, I literally only fill up at one specific gas station near my house. Like, if I need gas, I only go to this gas station. I don't know why I do that, but I do. It's my space, it's my area, it's my gas station. Twice I've had super bad vibes pulling into the gas station. A while ago I had an early flight leaving at 6 a.m. so I was driving to an off-airport parking and was very low on gas. I pulled into the gas station close to the airport around 4 a.m. The station was poorly lit, and I noticed there were two guys sitting outside drinking, and a third guy came out. But I was the only one at the pumps. When the third guy started walking to my car, I realized how vulnerable I was. I drove away immediately without getting gas. Just last week, I was returning a rental car to an Enterprise location in Philadelphia and needed to top up the gas tank. The only gas station the Waze app would show us close by was a Getty. When we pulled up to the station, my eyes went wide. Every single pump was vandalized. Broken or missing panels or signs. Broken glass all over the parking lot. All the doors were shuttered except for one lone door and a weak open light. We drove right through without stopping and just returned the car without filling the tank. Working at a gas station, this lady came in through the front door and said she was having problems out at the pumps. She clicked the lever and that little nozzle keeps pumping gas, but then somehow managed to pull the nozzle out of her car's receptacle. Not knowing what to do, she walked to the store and told me about it. I thought she just spilled a little gas on the pad, but no, she left the nozzle on the ground, spilling gallons of fuel onto the pad. By the time I got out there, it was a pool of flammable liquid. Holy shit. Shut down the pumps, evacuate the area, call the fire department. No ma'am, don't get in your car and drive away, don't touch anything. The FD showed up and said, wow, we've never seen anything this bad. Fortunately, the gas station didn't blow up. Took a few hours to clean up the mess. In the middle of Arizona, an Arizona summer in 100-degree heat. Good night. This is my working at a gas station story. I'm out on the forecourt and I could smell the automotive LPG go inside. Manager came out. Couldn't smell it. Neither could I. Fuck it all. Next day I could smell it again. I'm sure we have a leak. Manager disagrees. Roll forward a week. Finally he smells it. Calls a leak fix it guy. Now he can't smell it. Goddamn. Land Cruisers pulls up and plugs into the LPG. Manager and fix it dude are out there, so I authorize the pump and they can smell it. Basically, there was a small fracture in the line from the tank to the pump. When no LPG was being delivered, leak closed. When the supply pump at the tank started dumping gas into the line for delivery at the pumps, the pressure opened the crack enough for the leak to be smelled. LPG is heavier than air, so it was discovered over that week when the manager wasn't smelling it. It was a significant amount of LPG in the basement of the building just sitting there. The next story says, I'm a truck driver and I've posted this stories to the trucker subreddit before. I typically team drive, so we're rolling basically all the time. My coworker had a death in the family and took a week off, so I was solo driving, which means I had to stop every night to sleep. I was coming back to Arizona from Massachusetts and stopped for the night at this scheduled truck stop on I-40 at the Arizona-New Mexico border. That's Skinwalker territory. That's strike one. It's a no for me. I had dinner and then got into the bunk to sleep. Now most trucks have a curtain between the cab and the sleeper berth, plus curtains that wrap around the inside of the cab when Was it me? I jump up and grab what I keep for protection in the truck. I look into the cab, sure enough, hazards are on, and then I notice that my GPS unit is missing off the dash. Shit. Someone has been in my truck while I've been sleeping. I move up into the driver's seat and pull the curtain back, peering outside, expecting to see some scumbag running off with my GPS and whatever else. Everything seems quiet, but it's pretty dark. I open the curtain more, turn on my headlights, get a better look around. I see nothing. Shit, I think they're gone. My $500 truck GPS is gone. Probably other stuff is gone. I think to check the doors, they're both locked. What the fuck, how could that be? I look down and see my GPS unit hanging by the power cord. The suction cup came loose, the GPS fell off the dash and hit the hazard lights button on the way down. Son of a bitch. What are the chances? I didn't sleep very well for the rest of that night. Kind of funny now, but it scared me pretty good that night. I like team driving better. Well, that'll get your heart rate going. I've told this one on Reddit before. We were driving to Virginia in the early 90s. It was about midnight and my father pulled into a rest stop as my mother needed to use the bathroom. He dropped her off in front and went to park. I made my way inside and stopped. A huge man had made my tiny mother over. Wait, I read this wrong. I made my way inside and stopped. A huge man had my tiny mother over his shoulders and was calmly walking to the other exit. Okay, no, I was reading it correctly. I just didn't want to believe it. My mother did not make a sound. I will never forget the look on her face. Fear and shock mixed together. I screamed so loud, my father was just coming in. He saw what was happening and ran after the man. The dude put my mother down and just walked out the building. We sat in the car waiting for the police to arrive. My mother said he grabbed her as soon as she walked in. He was inside the ladies' room, apparently waiting for a victim. The lights were off. When my mom walked in, we spent the night at a nearby hotel. My parents went to the police station in the morning so my mom would look through pictures to identify him. She didn't recognize anyone. We had a new rule in the family. Nobody could go to the restroom without at least one family member with them. I just don't want to leave my house anymore. Not terrifying, but I was at a gas station at 4 a.m. once and a woman in the car next to mine ate a cigarette. First of all, who hurt you? Second of all, why? Okay, somebody commented, fun fact, eating one cigarette a day is an old school remedy for getting rid of worms and other intestinal parasites. Moving on. My first and only time I had to do a number 2 at a rest stop along I-40 headed to Knoxville. I patiently washed my hands until everyone was gone, and then went to the stall. There were 3, 1 handicap, and 2 regular, so I chose the regular situated in the middle. I hear someone walk in as I'm doing my stuff, and I see feet at my stall door. This is the most terrifying story that I've read so far, ever. I noticed there were no locks. Can't get through this story, guys. I'm not joking. I'm being so serious. This is my worst nightmare. Taking a shit, using the bathroom in public in general. I hate using public bathrooms. I can't. I will hold it for as long as possible before I have to go use a public bathroom. But do shit in a public bathroom, God, I don't even think I've ever done that before. I'm not judging those who have, though. Let me get through the rest of this. I noticed there were no locks on the doors when I first went in, but they still shut. It was tense, but then my doors slowly started to open, and a man was standing there looking at me. I didn't really have a plan, and he was just watching me, so I said, this one's occupied, I think. Then he just turned away and left the bathroom. My door was left wide open. I was freaked out, as you should be. I was parked at a rest stop in the middle of Texas, stretching my legs. There was a good amount of traffic right behind me on the highway and plenty of road noise. As I stepped towards the restrooms, I heard some horns honking, so I glanced over my shoulder. As I stepped towards the restrooms, I heard some horns honking, so I glanced over my shoulder. While walking, and I felt a rush of wind and the roar of a truck engine go past me. Traffic was stopping on the highway, and an 18-wheeler lost its brakes and went hauling ass through the rest stop parking lot and nearly took me and 4 cars out, but managed to avoid everything except a dog gas station, got robbed at gunpoint. He said that he just gave him the register money. Back in university, I was driving into campus and stopped at a red light. Pretty major road through the city I was in, and the guy in front of me didn't move when it turned green. I honked my horn and no response, put my hazards on, and walked up to his car. He was passed out asleep and seemingly drunk. When I started pounding on his window to wake him up, he rolled down his window and I told him to pull over. To our right was a turn in for a gas station. I told him he needed to pull into that gas station for me, but he still dazed eyes, put it in drive and took off down the road. Didn't catch up to him and didn't remember his plate to call it in. Did call the description of the car, but don't know what happened. I was trying to pay for gas at a pump with a credit card. It said card decline, please see cashier, so I tried a different card. That one also said card decline, see cashier. So I drove my car around to another pump. Again, it says card decline, see cashier. At this point I was annoyed, so I was like, maybe if they swipe it inside, it'll work. So I went in. The cashier was like, finally you came in. You're so beautiful, etc., etc. What's your number? It completely creeped me out because I think he was purposely declining my card at the pump, so I would go inside and see him. First of all, I didn't even know that was possible, and this just gives me another reason not to go to the gas station. I'm just gonna have my dad pump my gas for me. My mom forgot me on the highway rest area. I was 7. I have no words for that. While waiting for my partner to return from inside a truck stop, I noticed a driver of the rig closest to us was looking in my direction, but thought nothing of it. As I continued waiting, I could feel the driver staring at me, so I stared back, unconcerned, as there were around 50 yards between us, and the lots were busy with people. It was nighttime, and due to the lighting, all I could see was him. Was his darkened silhouette, leaning forward and locked in my direction, staring. As I stared back and wondered if he could even see my face, I was hit with a wave of nausea and sense of dread unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It was so overwhelming that I had to look away, but over the next couple of minutes, I'd sneak glances at him, only to see he was still staring, position unchanged. Nothing actually happened. My partner returned. The semi drove off, and so did we. I don't know what was with that guy, but it felt like I was focused on straight evil. I feel like I'm cutting this short, but the next one will be my last one. Oh boy, do I have a good story for this. I was driving across Alberta at night, trying to get somewhere on a certain time frame. I was on some backwoods road in the middle of absolutely nowhere and hadn't seen an actual town for quite some time. My headlights were really dark, or dirty, so I was struggling to see in the dark. Finally, on the side of the road, I came across a tiny, almost defunct-looking gas station. I'm glad I didn't need fuel, because I'm not sure if the pumps would have even worked, but there was a light on, and the place was open. I went to grab a squeegee and realized the container was empty, and the squeegee was dry. I go inside to grab some napkins and look up to see a man standing by the desk, so I say, "Hello." He looked at me with the most chilling stare I have ever experienced in my life. It looked like there was nothing behind his eyes, and there were no register of any emotion of any kind on his face. He didn't answer, he didn't move his large frame. He just stared at me from behind a heavily bearded face with those piercing eyes, and every instinct of my body told me to get out of there as fast as I could. I grabbed some napkins, threw some water from my water bottle on the lights, wiped them down as fast as I could, and booked it the fuck out of there. As I was driving away, I saw him come out, and he didn't look any less menacing. Okay, that's all I have for you guys tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And if you have any scary experiences of your own, make sure to email this email. All of this and my information will be in the description below. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I truly mean that from the bottom of my heart. Every single day, I'm just in shock of how much this channel is growing, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Namaste. Have a nice day, guys.